Well, boys and girls, welcome back. We've learned a lot about what Jesus went through for us, from the donkey, where he rode into Jerusalem, to the 30 pieces of silver that Judas got to tell him where Jesus was, from the cup that helped us to remember all Jesus was going through, and communion that we take right now, to the praying hands, where Jesus prayed in the garden because he knew what he had to do was very, very hard, to the crown that was put on his head and hurt him, to, I forgot, I messed up. We all do. To the leather, there where they beat him and hurt him, and his back bled. To the crown of thorns that was put on his head and that he was mocked. To the nails, the 3 nails in the shape of a, cross. And your homework was to find lots of crosses, and I hope you found lots of crosses. To the dice that they played a game to get Jesus's clothes. Okay, next one is the purple one. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Inside the purple one is a spear. It's kind of a rubber spear. It's not a real one. A real spear is very, very sharp at the point, and it's quite long. But this is just to help us to remember that after Jesus died, the soldiers took a spear and they poked it into his side. And what came out was blood and water. And you know what? In the Bible, a long time ago, it said that water and blood would come out. And this was the spear. This is like what was the spear that was used to poke his side, and the water and blood came out. Our bodies have lots of water and lots of blood in them. And when he was poked, water and blood came out. And the last one that we're doing today has a piece of cloth in it. Well, that's kind of strange, you say. Why in the world is there cloth? Well, back in Jesus's day, when somebody died, they would wrap them up in cloth, completely wrap up the body, and they would put spices in around it, and then they would bury it. This cloth is to remind us that Jesus, after he died, and after they poked him in his side, that he was buried. There was a man named Joseph of Arimathea, and we'll talk about him tomorrow. But he and the ladies and the disciples all wrapped up Jesus's body in cloth, and they got his body ready to be buried. Well, you know, cloth has become something kind of important for us too. You know, I'm taking some of my time, because I have extra time too now, to take cloth and make it into masks. You probably see that if you get to go out at all, or to the grocery store or anywhere. Everybody's wearing these masks. And you know what these masks are for? These masks are to keep germs away from one another. Keep my germs to me. Keep your germs to you. So that way we don't share germs and we don't get sick. That's a good thing. There's another couple things you ought to be doing during this time too, like washing your hands with soap and water really well. And some people say, sing happy birthday all the way through while you're scrubbing them. That way your hands are clean, and you've done it long enough to get rid of all the germs that are on our hands. You know, you can't see germs. They're there, but you can't see them. That's why we wash our hands. Wash your hands after you go to the bathroom. Wash your hands before you eat. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. And maybe if you have a mask and you have to go out, wear a mask. Okay, boys and girls, tomorrow will be our last one. And we have 2 more eggs. We have a pretty dark pink egg. Ooh, that one sure does make noise. And then we have what I call the robin egg blue. Well, there's lots of robins going around making their nests now, getting ready to lay their light blue eggs. Listen for this one. I don't hear anything. Well, that's kind of weird. I wonder if somebody forgot to put it in there. We'll check tomorrow. See ya.